Hello everyone, I'm going to show you how to use the Flashcard software Anki to do NCLEX practice problems. Okay, so first we're going to search Anki in Google, and then this is the website you download from. I'll put the link with the video. If you're Windows, download it here. If you're a Mac user, download it here. And there's also a iPhone and there's an Android version. I think you have to pay for the iPhone one, but the Android one is free. So basically what this is, it's a flashcard program that shows you questions that you get right less often and ones you get wrong more often. So we can look at this deck I made. I got all these questions from Quizlet. They're all like multiple choice select all that apply that have rationale. So we go to show answer to see the answer.
This means the medication is working.
And how I have it set up right now, if I were to hit again, it would show it again in an hour, or whenever I get to the bottom of the pile of flashcards. I have it set to easy in 4 days, so I wouldn't see this for 4 days, and then good, you'd see it the next day. And then tomorrow, if you did it again, you saw this question again, you got it right again without getting it wrong, then you wouldn't see it again for another 3 days, and then like a week, and so on and so on. But then if you get it wrong, it resets. And then if I got it wrong, I would see it at the end of the pile, and then once I got it right, I would see it again the next day. So I'm going to go through some of the options for this. I have it set for new cards. Steps is how many you can set it to, so you have to get it right multiple times on a new card to move on. But I just have it set to 1. I have it set for an hour in minutes so that it won't interrupt you while you're doing the other cards. It'll just go to the end of the list. So there's new cards per day. There's about, I think there's around 1,000 in this deck. So if you're taking, if you're studying for 2 months or what, I would just kind of like divide by how many weeks you're going to study and how many days, and then so you can get the whole deck through if you want. So let's say I'm going to study for 2 months. That would be around 20 new cards a day would be enough to get the whole deck in less than 2 months. So let's just do that. Graduate interval 1 day, easy interval. I'm going to make this 20. So if you get a question, maybe a little bit more. If you get a question where you know it for sure and you didn't have to really think about it and you don't think you'll ever get it wrong or like forget, then I would just hit easy for the new question, so that way you won't see it for a long time. But otherwise I would avoid it. This section just shows how many reviews. This is like max reviews per day. I'll make this 999 just because it doesn't. If you only want to do 200 a day, I mean, you probably won't get to that unless you're getting a bunch of them wrong. But it's not really important. And then I just leave these alone. And then for lapses there, if you get a card wrong, I would just keep it at 60. Or if you want to make it longer or shorter, you can. Leech threshold. So if you get a card wrong a certain amount of times, it'll suspend it, just to like save you time. It's saying that it's like a waste of, you're wasting too much time on this card. You can turn that off if you want by turning this to tag only, or you can change this to 99 and then you probably won't hit it. And then everything else I wouldn't really worry with. So there's a couple more things. I have a couple add-ons. There's this one, which is improved Quizlet to Anki, so you can take Quizlet decks and turn them into Anki cards. You just copy this number right here on this page, and then you go back to Anki, go to add-ons, and then you put it in here. Get add-ons, and then you put it in there. And then the way this works, I can show you. So I'll go to Quizlet. Say I want to put some like EAQ questions or practice questions from the book I've read. So I'll do like Giddens chapter something 50. Oh. Or I'll say Giddens COPD. So this is a bunch of practice questions. So I just copy this URL, and then I would go back to Anki. And then do the import from Quizlet, and then you click import deck, and it'll make a flashcard deck for it. And then a couple more things. If you don't like the formatting, you can go to Browse and click this to show your whole deck. And then you click on
The nurse
cards.
explains to a client with thyroid disease that the thyroid gland normally produces 1 iodine and thyroid-stimulating hormone, 2 thyrotropin-releasing hormone and TSH, 3 TSH, T3 and calcitonin, 4 T3, T4 and calcitonin.
If you don't like the audio, you can just delete this line which says front audio.
4 T3.
back
The nurse
audio.
explains to a client with thyroid disease that the thyroid gland
And it'll
normally
stop.
produces 1 iodine and thyroid-stimulating hormone, 2
this will
thyrotropin-releasing
save for
hormone
every card
and
that you have.
TSH, 3 TSH, T3 and calcitonin, 4 T3, T4 and calcitonin.
And then if you don't like how I have the color set up, I do black background yellow. You can change it to like type in white here or something, and then you can make the color black. You can change the font size if you want, so like 60 or 24, or you can make it whatever you want. And then you can change the font here too. One more thing. There's another add-on that you need if you want to go back and forth between your computer and your phone. There's Anki Connect, and then you download that, and you have to make an account, which doesn't cost or anything. But say you're doing you have this set up on your computer, and then you have the same account logged in your phone. You click sync here, it'll send all the decks to your phone. You just have to click sync every time you